What's up guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and surprise, I've chopped my hair and dyed it blue. So basically this video is going to be all about my hair, what I did, how I got it this color, what products I used, and a very exciting announcement regarding those products. Firstly, I think I should just update you guys on what has been happening in my life. So I've moved, I'm now an independent woman, I live by myself. I have 2 doggies, I have a I have a basset hound and a little pug, of course I'd have a pug, let's be real, it's me. And I used to be studying, I'm not sure who of you guys will know this, but I used to be studying at NMMU in Port Elizabeth. I was studying a BSc in construction management, or construction sciences study, whatever you want to call it. And I came to the realization that that is not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So as of next year, 2017, I will be changing. I'm going to be going to hair school, so I'm going to become a hairstylist. Hopefully one day own my own salon, but that's like yonks away. So yes, I'm going to be a hairstylist, which is the best news in the world to me. I've also completed my nail technician training, so if you guys want to get your nails done by me, let me know. I do gel, acrylic dip, acrylic sculpture, gel sculpture, silk and fiber, so let me know if any of you guys are keen to get your nails done. I would really appreciate the support. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys, let you guys know what's happening with my life, and my new background, which I got from my granny for my birthday. I recently turned 21, so she bought me this kick-ass background, which I'm over the moon with. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening with my life. I'm also offering makeup services like I always have been, but I've added special effects makeup, so if anyone wants to get their freak on, let me know. I can gladly do some special effects makeup for you guys. Yeah, so I've already done my first ever hair client. She had blue and violet hair. I then took her to a very stunning red. I'll show you guys photos at some point. I just want to let you guys know that I'm over the moon. I'm so excited. I'm doing what I want to do, and if you guys want to come to me and you want me to be your stylist, you want me to be your nail tech, your makeup artist, I would be thrilled to have any of you guys on board. Okay, so enough about me, let's talk about the hair. Okay, so the color I have in my hair is Manic Panic Atomic Turquoise. Don't judge the color right now, because this is incredibly faded out, like incredibly. Like I actually need to color it again, but I'm waiting before I get it colored because there are a few pieces that I want to fix up and all of that fun stuff. So I'm not going to be coloring my hair in today's video, unfortunately guys, but I will be showing you a step by step and giving you guys all the information you need to color your own hair. So the exciting news is I have become a distributor of Manic Panic products. So if you guys want to buy any hair dye, let a girl know, or even a bleaching kit. I also sell a fantastic bleaching kit from Miss Tress. I'll show you guys shortly. Yeah, okay, so let's start off with what is Manic Panic. Right, so Manic Panic is a hair dye. It's also a makeup range, but the makeup that they sell is very gothic. It's a very gothic themed makeup range. So essentially the main focus here is the hair dye. So Manic Panic is from New York City. It's actually Tish and Snooki's Manic Panic. They are the owners and founders of Manic Panic. So Manic Panic is, number one, a semi-permanent hair color. Fantastic for if you are not planning on having a certain color for like the rest of your life, or you don't want to struggle to get it out. Semi-permanent is fantastic. And it does last a really long time, so don't worry about that, I promise you. This has been a month and a half to 2 months, I'd say, since I last dyed my hair, which to me is fantastic, because it's still very blue. It's still definitely blue, so I'm still very happy with it. I'm not feeling like, oh shit, I need to dye my hair, you know what I'm saying? I'm still very happy with the color of my hair. So semi-permanent, it is vegan, so no animal products or byproducts are used in these hair dyes. It is completely vegan, which to me is fantastic. And to the third point, this hair dye is not tested on animals. So vegan, not tested on animals, semi-permanent, fantastic for anyone in my opinion. I would rather definitely choose a hair dye that is vegan and not tested on animals than a hair dye that is, if you know what I'm saying. Which I think most people would choose. Anyway, so Manic Panic is also a vegetable oil based or vegetable based hair dye, which again, very good, very healthy, no harsh chemicals, no crazy stuff, no sulfates, very important word, then no sulfates. In fact, if you use products on your hair that contain sulfates, then don't use Manic Panic because you will affect the hair dye in a negative way. You won't be happy afterwards. So, semi-permanent, vegan, not tested on animals, vegetable based, no sulfates. It's a green hair dye. It's good for the earth, good for the planet, good for you guys. So why not give it a go? So, let's talk about how we use Manic Panic. Manic Panic does not have a developer. It's straight out of the pot, straight onto your hair, and you do your thing. Unlike most other hair dyes, most colors will have a developer that you mix in with the color, but thankfully Manic Panic doesn't have that. So Manic Panic is not damaging to your hair whatsoever. It is actually a conditioning formula. So while you have the color on your hair, you're basically treating your hair to a hair mask at the same time. I don't know about you guys, but that's fantastic news, especially if you're like me, or if you're one of those people that had to bleach the crap out of your hair before you could get your desired color. So Manic Panic doesn't have a developer, very good for your hair. It's literally putting a hair mask on your hair whilst you're coloring your hair. So I think that's fantastic. The hair dye is a very good consistency. I wish I could show you guys. It's quite thick. So if you were to tip the tub, it wouldn't like... Actually, let me show you guys. I'll show you guys now what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this right here is Atomic Turquoise. This is my color. Obviously, it looks very dark in the bottle. It's not that dark on your hair. Obviously, when you put it on your hair, it's this dark. But once you've rinsed it out, it is not this dark at all. So I'm just going to open it up and show you guys what I mean by the consistency. Of course, please be noted that all of these tubs are sealed for your protection. So if you ever buy a tub and get it without the seal on, return it immediately, because that means someone has tampered with your product, and I would not use it. That didn't work. Okay, let's try the tweezers. These things are bulletproof. Okay, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but while I'm busy opening, you can see there the consistency of this hair dye. I mean, while I'm doing that, it's barely even moving. It's not runny whatsoever. As you can see here, it's quite thick, quite creamy. I mean, it's not running anywhere. It is a fantastic consistency, if you ask me. A little bit goes a enormous way with this stuff. Definitely worth what you're paying for it. It spreads very, very well, very evenly. And on to my next point. As you could see in that previous clip, I had the hair dye on my fingers, and I've just wiped it off, and I'm left with stained fingers. Note to self, don't be an idiot and get hair dye on your fingers, even for demonstration purposes. Anyways, as I was saying, as you can see, that's the hair dye, that's the consistency. It's fantastic. It really is phenomenal. A little bit of this hair dye really goes a long way. So for my hair, I did a client's hair. Let's use a client as an example. Not a client, but my friend. I did my friend's hair, and her hair is pretty much the same length as mine. Let's just call her hair pretty much the same as mine. And I used Pillar Box Red on her hair, and we were left with about that much left over. So she had probably about a quarter of the dye left over in the tub after applying generously. So by generously, I mean more than is needed throughout her hair, to make sure it's all covered and it was all even. So this stuff really is fantastic. definitely spreads, definitely goes a long way in your hair. It's a fantastic product. Noted for longer hair, so if your hair is quite a bit longer than mine, I would definitely recommend getting yourself 2 tubs of this hair dye. The great thing about this hair dye is because it's in a tub and not in a bottle, you can literally work straight out of the tub. And because you can work straight out of the tub, you end up saving product. So if you've got product left over, it's still in the tub. It's not scooped out into like a bowl or a dish or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot easier to save on product. And if you really want to and you do have leftover product, you can mix that leftover product in with your regular conditioner that you use. And this will help you maintain your color. So by mixing whatever you have left over into your conditioner, every time you condition your hair, you'll be adding color to your hair. So it will help you maintain the lifespan of your beautifully colored locks. Okay, so now let's talk about the nitty-gritty stuff. If you want hair color like mine, but your hair is originally like my eyebrows, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you guys are gonna have to bleach your hair. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are scared of bleaching your hair, but honestly, if done correctly and not numerous times, your hair will be fine. I promise you, your hair will be fine. The bleaching kit that I have is by Mistress. Looks like this. So here's the powder, here's the volume developer. This is a 30 volume developer. You don't have to use such a high number, but because my hair is so dark, blah blah, I prefer to use a 30 volume because it's stronger, develops quicker, you know the spiel. If you had lighter hair, then I would recommend using a developer that is lower, like a 10 or a 20 even, probably a 20, I'd go with a 20. And for a different amount of time. We'll discuss that shortly. So what the bleach looks like is you'll have the bleaching powder is this super hectic purple blue shade, and once you've mixed this with your developer, you'll have a blue kind of foamy pasty kind of vibe. And oof, don't smell the bleach. I'm not gonna lie, bleach doesn't smell very nice whatsoever, and if you smell too much of it, you will give yourself a pretty bad headache. Yes, I know from experience. Okay, let's talk about the mixing ratio. So for Mistress, it's 1 scoop of bleach powder to 1 to 2 scoops of volume developer. You can choose depending on how strong, how weak you want your bleach to be, whether you want to use 1 or 2 scoops of developer, but it can be mixed in 1 to 2. So if you mix 1 to 2, it's not wrong. If you mix 1 to 1, that's also not wrong. It just depends on what you want for your hair. Another thing that you guys can do, which is fantastic. So say now I decide I want to change my blue to pink. Let's just use that as an example. I'm not going to straight up bleach this blue out of my hair. I'm going to wash my hair, fade it out as much as I possibly can. So wash, really scrub, wash as much as I can, fade the blue out as much as I can, and then I will do what is called a bleach bath. Not straight bleach, a bleach bath. So a bleach bath is a lot more gentle on your hair. So although this Mistress bleaching kit is already quite gentle, by adding in the shampoo, you will be making the bleach even more gentle, because you don't need such a harsh lift, because you're not lightening your hair, you're just stripping color. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. The bleach bath is for stripping color, versus straight up bleach is for bleaching your dark hair to get it lighter. So for a bleach bath, you're going to want to have the same amount of shampoo and bleach powder. So let's say I decide to have 1 scoop of bleach powder, I then need to have 1 scoop of shampoo, and either 1 scoop or 2 scoops of developer to make a bleach bath. Sometimes you can use bleach powder without developer. It's all up to you. You can give it a bash, but personally I think it works better, or it will work better. I prefer using it with developer. So again, the ratio for a bleach bath is 1 to 2 to 1. 1 scoop of bleach powder, 2 scoops of developer, 1 scoop of shampoo. That's just what I would use, but you know, everyone's different. It depends on your current hair, what it looks like, what you're going for, etc, etc. So yes, this Mistress bleaching kit is fantastic, very effective, but very gentle on your hair still. So fantastic product. So once you've bleached your hair either to your lightest shade or the shade that you want, or you have now stripped your hair of your old color and you've got the blonde remaining, you can now move on to choosing your fantastic Manic Panic color. So firstly, I'd like to say you need to get your hair to a pale blonde, so like a light yellow, in order to get some of these fantastic colors. So if you wanted to have my color Atomic Turquoise and you really wanted it to be Atomic Turquoise, all of your hair would have to be a pale yellow. The yellow is what makes it that really nice turquoise color. If you didn't have that yellow in your hair, it would come out straight blue. It wouldn't be turquoise. The yellow helps bring out a bit of the green and giving it more of a turquoise, versus if you just had straight up white, you would just end up with straight up blue. Okay, so let's go through the shades that I've got, or the shades that I have in stock, and I will insert pictures, blah blah, do the whole big spiel so you guys can see exactly what I mean, and then I'll explain to you guys the level of lightness you would need in order to get the best possible color. But I'm going to say to you guys now, the huge majority of these colors you're going to need to have your hair bleached and pre-lightened to as light as possible. So okay, I'm going to start off with this shade because I've had a lot of questions about this shade, and this is Virgin Snow. Virgin Snow is not a color, guys. Virgin Snow is a toner. So you've bleached your hair and you want to be platinum or white blonde, you've bleached your hair, it's yellow, it's brassy, it's ugly. To get rid of those ugly yellow tones, you would use Virgin Snow. So again, Virgin Snow is a toner, guys. It is not a color. It's used on bleached hair to get rid of the yellow brassy tones. One of my personal favorites, this is Purple Haze. Now luckily for Purple Haze, you do not have to have your hair super bleached, but in order for this to come out a really neon bright purple, your hair would have to be as light as possible. However, this can be used on unbleached hair, and I've seen stunning results on unbleached hair. By unbleached, I don't mean black. I mean your hair is like a light brown, dark blonde, this will still work. But if your hair is medium brown or darker, then you guys, to get proper or real results, you're going to have to bleach your hair with pretty much most of these. Cleo Rose, super stunning on bleached hair. Fabulous hot pink. Inferno, again, gorgeous deep red. Actually, it's not a deep red. It looks quite deep in the pot, but it's really not. It's actually a very orange based red. It's not orange, it's just an orange toned red. Again, stunning color. Again, the lightest hair you can possibly have will be the best for that shade. The next shade I've got here is very similar to the current situation in my hair. Obviously it'll be brighter, but more or less the same kind of tone. Mint. That's the only way I can describe this. This is mint, and this is Siren Song. Ladies and gents, I might even do this as my next color. This is beautiful. Absolutely adore it. But again, that pale yellow, this is going to have that pale yellow to really get that same neon effect. Straight up white, this will still work, but again, that pale yellow will bring out more of the green, as I always like to say. Voodoo Blue. This is literally like Atomic Turquoise, but darker with less green. So if I show you guys Atomic Turquoise side by side, you probably can't even see the difference, but here, I think you can see it there. This is much darker, well not much darker, but it is darker. It's darker than Atomic Turquoise is. So this is Atomic Turquoise, this is Voodoo Blue. Very similar, but this is darker, less green. Not like no green, but much less green than the turquoise has. Another one of my absolute favorites is Blue Steel. If you are going for that silver fox grey hair, ladies and gents, then I'd highly recommend Blue Steel. It looks very dark in the tub, but it's really not. Once it's rinsed and washed off of your hair, it's really not that dark. Fantastic color for that silver fox. I love this. I absolutely love this. Bleached hair, ladies. Nothing else. Bleached hair, otherwise you're not going to get that silver fox look. Light as you can go, like a level 9, I'd say, for Blue Steel. This color gives me life. I'm actually very obsessed with this color, but I'm a bit of a chicken to dye my hair this color. I actually tried to convince one of my friends, you know who you are, to do your hair this color, but red is more of her color, I'd say. This is Green Envy. Stunning green color. Like I said, I would definitely do this color if I had the lady balls, but sadly at this current point in time I don't think I do. But this is honestly, ladies and gents, this is fantastic, fantastic green. Probably the best green you'll get. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's a very pure color. Green Envy, guys, give it a try. Like it says on top here, live fast and dye your hair. Give Green Envy a go. I'm pretty sure you won't regret it. Okay, so I mentioned Clear Rose previously. This is now New Rose. Again, very similar. Another hot pink, bleached hair. Use it, do it. Stunning hot pink shade. Do it. Right, now let's talk about this shade. This is called Ultraviolet. Okay, now as I'm pretty sure you guys are looking at this, you're thinking, it's purple. Yes, I'm not going to deny and say it's not purple, but be very careful, ladies and gents, when you're using a shade like this. Otherwise, you're going to have the same thing that happened to my friend. If your hair is yellow, and there's any yellow tones in your hair, this is not going to be ultraviolet. Your shade is not going to come out ultraviolet. Your shade is going to come out violet. It's not going to be purple. It's going to be violet. And by violet, I mean blue. It's going to come out blue. It's not going to come out purple. So this is a stunning neon shade. Absolutely beautiful. But like I said, violet, very blue-based purple. Be careful with this color. If your hair is yellow in it, you are going to have blue hair. So to get this, like this stunning proper shade, I'll bleach your hair, make sure there's no yellow, then plant it on and you will have that exact ultraviolet but purple shade to your hair. Stunning color, absolutely obsessed with it. I'm actually thinking for my next appointment of doing atomic turquoise ends, ultraviolet roots. I'm thinking about it, I'm not quite sure. I'll insert a photo here and show you what I mean. Let me know what you guys think of that. If I should just keep the straight up mermaid all the way, or if I should get some darker roots and have mermaids throughout the ends. Let me know, help me out. Moving on. Lilacs. Lilacs is a fantastic color. Honestly, this is probably one of my most popular, or if not the most popular shade that I have or that I sell. Again, bleached hair, super bleached. This is a beautiful lavender lilac color. Absolutely stunning shade. If your hair is really blonde right now and you're thinking, I want to do something fun but I'm scared or I'm nervous, give this a go, ladies and gents. Because it is purple, it'll wash out and leave your hair a cool tone blonde. It won't leave your hair with like a blue or like a pink. It'll leave your hair cool tone blonde. So when you use like a silver shampoo and you leave it in too long and you get that little bit of a silver in your hair or a little bit of purple, that's how this will leave your hair in the end once you've completely washed it out. Very manageable, very easy to work with, but once it's in your hair, I promise you, you will get millions of compliments on your hair. Stunning, subtle way to add color and vibrancy to your hair without it being like, you dyed your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, that went from brown to atomic turquoise. That's a pretty big jump. If you're blonde and you plunk this in, it won't be like, boom, you've dyed your hair. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very nice way to add color without being dramatic or over the top. Deep purple dream. Again, fantastic, stunning color. This, I'd say you can have your hair, if you're just looking for a nice dark purple, your hair can be that nice light brown, you'll get that nice dark purple. If your hair is blonde, you're still going to get a darkish purple out of this. It's not going to be dark, but it's going to be a darker purple. It's not going to be like purple haze or lilacs. Lilacs is lavender. This is purple haze, kind of in between it. This would fall slightly more towards a darker purple, because if you guys can see there, it's not going to come out this dark on your hair, but my point is it is a darker purple. So this could be used if your hair is like that medium light brown. You can use this and get a dark purple. Yeah, deep purple dream, fantastic shade. In fact, all of these shades, this is not the entire range, by the way. This is just what I have in stock. I'm going to add photos shortly to let you guys know what else I can order. Because like I said, these are just the colors that I have in stock. So I will show you guys what else I can get my hands on. Okay, so now let's talk about applying bleach and color. So one of the first things I recommend you get is one of these mixing bowls. Do not get a silver mixing bowl, or do not use a silver bowl or any metallic bowl, because bleach reacts with that and it'll go nasty and ugly, and just don't do it. Then you need one of these. This is a tinting brush. Super basic, whatever. You can get these things from Discam or Clicks even. Actually, I'm not sure about Clicks. Definitely Discam though. And some gloves. Please use gloves, because if you get bleach on your hands, it's going to burn like nobody's business. It's going to itch and it's going to burn, it's going to give you blisters. So please use gloves when applying the bleach. Especially if you're doing bleach, I'd recommend you get someone to help you. Because bleach is pretty serious stuff. So please get someone to help you when bleaching your hair. When you bleach your hair, you're going to start from the bottom, the back bottom, and you're going to work your way forward. So I recommend you split your hair in 4. So straight down the middle, that means you split your hair in 2, and then straight through here. So you split your hair into 4 pieces or 4 quarters. So you're going to start with the bottom 2, and then the top 2. If you have, let's think how I want to say this. If your hair is all one shade, so you've got all one color and you're trying to bleach your hair, do your roots last. Why do I say that? Because your roots are right on your scalp, and the heat from your scalp lifts that color or makes the bleach work quicker. So if you bleach here and here at the exact same time, this here is going to be much lighter than this, much quicker. So if your hair is all one color, like I said, bleach your roots last, or apply the bleach to your roots last. If, for example, like my friend, your roots were a lot darker than the rest of your hair, then you put the color onto your roots first. So you're going to start off, go through the entire roots, do all of her roots first, and then go back, and quickly apply color through the rest of her hair. So like my client or my friend had dark blue, and then lavender, or not lavender, but still like kind of darkish, but not that bad. I went through, did all of her roots first, and then quickly went through and made sure I got that bleach through the rest of her hair, and then let it sit. Very important to do that, because it's important to realize that your roots lift quicker than the rest of your hair does because of the heat. Capiche? So yes, one more time, if your hair is darker at the roots, bleach that first. If your hair is all one color, same time, or bleach your roots afterwards. Whenever bleaching your hair, I recommend you work as quickly as possible, and always keep in mind that your roots will lift quicker than your ends. So when you tackle your problem, you guys can always contact me for help if you need to. And when you tackle your problem, make sure, like 100% sure, that you've planned in your head how the roots are going to look versus how the ends of your hair are going to look. If you want to get it all even, you have to take that into consideration. You can't just go ahead and bleach and expect it all to come out the same color. You have to plan and think these things through. So once you have washed your bleach, you've applied it, the longest, ladies, I would recommend having bleach on your hair is 45 to 50 minutes. You can leave it up to an hour, but if you're going to have to leave it, if it's like really close, then leave it on for like a little bit longer than 45 to 50 minutes, but the max that I would leave it on would be 50 minutes, because like I said, you don't want to damage your hair. Even though it's a gentle bleach, the longer you leave it on, the more it processes. You understand what I'm saying? So don't leave it on more than 50 minutes, like 50. Don't leave it on longer than that. What you should do as well is every 5 minutes. So after you've applied your bleach, it's sitting, you're waiting for it to do its thing, go through, just take a piece of your hair and just do this over the top of the bleach and check how the bleach has lifted your hair. Check the color, check what's underneath the bleach. Okay, very important for you guys to do that, especially for judging. So don't just put the color on your hair and then leave it on for 50 minutes, and afterwards like your hair is a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because different hair tones need different lengths of time to develop. So if your hair is quite light, you won't need a long time. If your hair is quite dark, you'll need a longer time. If you've got blue hair dye and it's quite stubborn to remove, you'll need a longer time. If you've got pale, like a pastel pink, you're going to need less time to get it out. You get what I'm trying to say? You have to make sure that you monitor constantly, every 5 minutes at least. Go through and monitor how the hair is taking on, how it's processing. Once you've done that, you're going to go and wash the bleach out. Yes, wash it out. Do not condition your hair, but make sure you wash it out very thoroughly. Use shampoo, scrub your hair, scrub, get that bleach out. If you have any bleach left in your hair, it will continue to process, it will burn your scalp, it will affect the color that you put on afterwards. So even if you wash your hair like 3 times, it doesn't matter. Make sure you get that bleach out of everywhere in your hair. And like I said, do not use conditioner. Towel dry your hair. If you really want, you can blow dry it, but I think that's quite silly, so I would just towel dry it, make sure it's dry enough to work with. Brush it gently, very gently, because we've just bleached your hair, we haven't conditioned, it's going to look a bit crazy, so brush your hair very gently at this point. And now we are ready to start the color. So wash out your bowl, very important, wash out your bowl. And if you're going to use the bowl, you don't have to use the bowl. Like what I do is I work straight out of the tub, so whatevs. Put your hair up exactly the same way that you did for the bleach. Those 4 sections, start at the bottom. Again, get someone to help you, otherwise set up mirrors so that you can look in this mirror and see what you're doing behind your head. Set up a mirror here and a mirror here so you can see what's happening behind your head and apply the color. With this, you don't have to worry about like doing your roots first or doing your ends first or blah blah, just apply the color. So do that section of hair all done. So take that section, do that whole section, the roots and the ends, and then move on to the next section. So completely finish with one section before moving on to the next section. Something fantastic about this hair dye brand, as I mentioned, it's like applying a mask while dyeing your hair. You can leave this color on for as long as you want to. There's no time limit, because there's no developer, there's nothing damaging, nothing can hurt your hair in these products. You can leave it on for as long as you want. So what I do is I leave my hair color on literally for as long as I can stand. Hours and hours on end. I have like a hair dyeing day, and on that day, like I know, like today we're gonna have to drink lots of coffee, eat something yummy, because we're gonna have to sit with hair dye on our hair for like the entire day. The longer you leave your hair dye on, the more neon, the more vibrant, and the longer it will stay in your hair. Oof, I nearly mixed up my words there. So the longer you leave the hair dye on for, the brighter the color, the better the color will stay, and just in general, like I said, the better the effect of the color. Let's use lilacs as an example. If you leave lilacs on for, let's say, half an hour, it's going to probably be a very pale color. Versus if you leave lilacs on your hair for more than an hour and a half, you're going to get a really nice pale purple. So you're still going to have a lot of color, but not. How do I explain this? Okay, so if you leave purple shampoo in your hair for too long, you get that lavender. That's what I would describe for leaving it on for half an hour. But if you leave it on for more than an hour and a half, you'll get a more vibrant shade of that lavender. So it'll be stronger, it'll be brighter, it'll be more neon, it'll be like more in your face, but it'll still be that lavender, if you understand what I'm saying. It'll just be brighter and better and will last much longer. So yes, once you're done with that, so once you've left it on for as long as you can stand, do not wash it out. Just rinse it out with cold water, if you can manage, until the water runs clean. So don't wash it, don't shampoo it out. Just let it do its thing by rinsing it out until the water runs clear. Then what you can do is condition, even though you probably won't need to, because like I said, this is the conditioning hair color, but I like to condition or put a mask on my hair anyway, just because why not pamper yourself while you're at it, right? So rinse it out until the water runs clear, apply your conditioner, wash your conditioner out, and boom, blow dry, style however you want, and then you go, congrats, you have fantastic, fresh dyed, neon, lovely hair. Ta-da! That's pretty much all there is to it, guys. One thing I will say, if you are keen on doing this, do not overthink it. Obviously, plan it, ask all the relevant questions, but do not overthink it. Don't make something fun and creative into something boring and lame because you're so paranoid or panicked at how your hair's going to turn out. If you ask me questions and you follow the steps I provided in this video, I promise you you'll end up with mad looking hair. It'll be amazing. Everyone's going to love your hair. I can promise you that. When I go out these days, literally, like when I went out last week Friday night, there were like 40 people that stopped me and were like, oh my god, I love your hair. So I promise you guys, don't be scared. Don't think people are going to laugh at you if you have green hair or if you have purple or blue hair. No one's going to laugh at you. People are going to absolutely love your hair, and most importantly, you are going to love your hair. Like it says, live fast and just dye your hair. Have fun. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was scared to dye my hair blue, but one day I just woke up and said, you know what? I'm just going to flip and dye my hair blue, and that's just what I did. And I love it. I can guarantee that I'm going to have blue hair or another shade of fashion color like pink or whatever for like a very long time. It's changed my life. I'm over the moon to be able to provide you guys with this fantastic hair dye. I'm the only person in PE that stocks this specific brand. So if you guys are keen, let me know. I hope this video was helpful. If not, please in the comments ask me questions, whatever questions you needed. If you like this video and it helped you out, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and like I said, ask me any questions you need to. I'm always available to help. And like I said, once again, live fast and just freaking dye your hair. I promise you won't regret it. You'll have so much fun. Just do it. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again for being my loyal, supportive customers. I appreciate and love you all. Bye guys.